What is up, you guys? It is your boy AyeeThatsAaron, and we are back again with another Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker video. And today we're doing something a little different. No gameplay here, but I have been seeing YouTubers recently rank characters in Shinobi Striker, some DLC, some not, and so I wanted to throw my hat up into the ring because I did promise you guys that I was going to do that. So before we get into this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see me do some more content like that, just let me know. So now, what is up, you guys? This is your boy AyeeThatsAaron. Before we continue on with this video, I just wanted to show you guys my Discord server that I recently just made about a month or two ago. Before we had about 7 members, and now we have over 100 members, which I find interesting and very happy that you guys love my content so much and you guys, think it's cool to join my Discord server. I don't mind, you know what I'm saying? So if you guys want to hop on in, link is going to be in the description below. We have different channels here on the side. Some talk about Dragon Ball FighterZ, some talk about My Hero, some talk about Shinobi Striker. If you want to hop on in and say hey to me or meet other people and have your own little community, just stop on in. Link in the description below. And yeah, just want to let you guys know about the channel. Now let's get back to this video. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so here's a hypothetical, and this is how I made the ranking scale for the Shinobi Striker list that I got going on here today. So let's say hypothetically, right? You wake up, it's Christmas morning, you check under the tree, Santa don't got none under the tree. And so your parents ask you, well, since Santa didn't leave you anything, what would you want? And you tell them, I would love to get a DLC character in Shinobi Striker. And they tell you, alright, but you get to choose one character. And let's say hypothetically you only main attack types. And you're trying to figure out, who would you choose to be your attack type character that your parents would buy for you, or you would buy yourself? So this is how I went about ranking them. So basically, if you only have one character as a DLC character, who would you choose? And this is how I ranked them. Now, this is my own opinion. If you guys have any opinions of your own, just let me know, and I'll reconsider it, you know what I'm saying? But this isn't like a certified tier list. This is just my interpretation of how I'd rank the characters. So let's start at the bottom with number 7. Number 7, Might Guy. Alright, so Might Guy, I have to admit, I think he's a really badass DLC character. My favorite part about Might Guy is the fact that you get Night Guy, because that Night Guy thing, you feel so powerful, you really do feel like you're Might Guy in the anime. But when it comes to ninjutsus, the buff is solid, whenever he does the battle cry. The buff is solid, don't get me wrong, and it boosts your allies, I know it knocks off ailments, and it boosts your allies stats as well if they're nearby. I think that's okay, and it allows you to be able to extend into a combo with the screen, which I think is pretty cool. But I feel as though there are other moves on this list that could do the same thing and offer more benefits, you know what I'm saying? Now, if I had to say another redeeming quality of this DLC, it would have to be dynamic entry. But at the same time, it only gets you so far. The armor is amazing though. The damage, the armor is good. The knockback is straight. But I just really feel as though the dynamic entry only gets you so far. So that's how I feel about my guy. Still amazing DLC character. Love him. Big time. Number 6. Pain. Okay, number 6, I put Pain down here. I forgot how Pain was. I think it's either you pay for him as if you pre-order the game, you get to have Pain as a DLC master. But price wise, other than that, I don't know how you would go about getting him, because that's something completely entirely different. But anywho, when it comes to the ninjutsu, Almighty Push and Universal Pull are actually pretty solid. When the game first came out, those moves were the meta. If you didn't have Almighty Push or Universal Pull, then you weren't that guy. And don't get me wrong, I loved Almighty Push. That was my go-to. Universal Pull was part of my presets for the longest. But I just feel as though since the game has developed, there has been better moves that have taken the spot of Pain's Almighty Push. I mean, I think his ultimate, I don't know how you pronounce it, Planetary Devastation. Yeah, that move is good. It lunges towards a person if you're close enough. It makes Planetary Devastation, sucks up all surrounding opponents, so it's good for base battles and combat battles. Everybody's around each other. Good move, good move. But like I said, it was part of the previous meta, and I gotta admit, it's just there's just a little bit more better things out there, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about Pain. Number 5, Minato Sensei. Alright, when it comes to Minato, I honestly do feel as though that he is on a whole different tier. His ultimate is really god tier, honestly. You're able to throw that baby, it's quick, it has armor, and it's able to, the tracking on it is pretty good, and it can take out multiple opponents, which I like, you know what I'm saying? So that's something that's really handy whenever it comes to like an attack type ultimate. And on top of that, you don't have to worry about anyone hitting you because, like I said, you do have that armor available to you. Flying Raj in level 1 where he places down the kunai is good. It does, I'm pretty sure it says that it boosts like your defense and other statuses once you throw it on the ground. And the craziest part about it is if you're being comboed by someone, you're able to slip out and do the second input, which will get you out of the combo. And it's essentially like a second substitution if you do it right. And especially if you do it for flag battle, you will really get the job done. But there's only a certain amount of time before you have to call back to that kunai because it's not going to stay there forever. So that's something I found interesting. The second thing about it that I love about Minato is the Flying Rajan level 2. The armor is beautiful. It comes in handy. It has a little bit of range. Kind of hard to hit online whenever you're going against, when it's like a 4v4 because your teammate might knock someone out or something like that. But it's a good move. The combos go together real smoothly. And overall, just some badass damage. So I gotta admit, Minato, I love you, man. I need to appreciate you more as a DLC, Minato. That's what I need to say. Number 4, Killer Bee. Alright, if you played this game long enough, you already know where I'm getting at. Killer Bee is a huge part of the meta so far. Actually, correction, mainly Octohug is the meta for a lot of combat builds due to the fact that the damage is deadly, it connects to a lot of things, and it extends like it's no one's business. I have seen people use Octohug to reset combos after busting long combos. It also takes away your substitution. Sometimes if people do it the right way, it takes away your ninjutsu, and it's just deadly in general. And it can stop some jutsus if it's in the animation. Like Octohug will literally go like, stop that jump right there. Now I gotta admit, the other move where it's the counter where he brings out all the little swords, that is also a good move too. It's good for countering. Like I like to, every time I bust a combo and it's done, or I feel like someone's about to hit me, I like to bust that baby right there, and it will just attack anyone who's in the radius. Or if you're good enough, you can put it inside of a combo, which I also think is amazing. So that is good too. The only downside is if someone throws a shuriken or something, it does stop the ultimate. It does stop the jutsu a little bit. It activates the animation, which is I had to burp. But it does stop it does make the animation happen, which means that you won't hit anybody. But Killer Bee, hands down, he is up there. Killer Bee is up there, so don't sleep on Killer Bee. Number 3, Hashirama Senju. Alright, when it comes to Hashirama, if you play the game, you know that Hashirama is one of the go-to characters to have in your attack builds. Alright, so far, right? The Buddha hand jutsu, I feel as though it's straight. It does do pretty good when you see a group of people together. It'll come up from the ground, it'll capture an animation and clap the hands together, which does a lot of damage, which I do like. But the main thing to look at with Hashirama is the Wood Dragon. The Wood Dragon does amazing damage. It resets the enemy's ninjutsu, and it regenerates your own health as you shoot out the Wood Dragon, which is crazy. That's why you'll see a lot of people use this online, because they're just like, oh my gosh, yeah, like they're like, oh, I want to really put this guy down, let me do this, and they will pop those babies out. So I gotta admit, I was like, yeah, that's nice. And his ultimate, I don't know how to pronounce it, but his ultimate was the go-to. That was the ultimate that I had on all my presets of my attack type. The reason I had it is because it does great damage. It covers a wide variety of the grounds, and it just did some good kills. I mainly used it in like Ninja World Face-Off, so I could be in like 5th place, pop the ultimate, and I'll be instantly back up at 1st place and win the whole game. So Hashirama is one of the 3 you gotta go to. I just gotta say, it has to go to. Number 2, Shisui Uchiha. Alright, so I already did a video talking about how much I love this character, but let me give you guys a real explanation of why I love this character. The Uchiha Halo Dance is so beautiful. It's a move that you can combo into. It teleports behind the enemy when it hits first, and if you keep hitting your bumper or whatever input that you set for the jutsu, it will keep attacking, and then the last strike is projectile, which means that no matter where they end up at, it's gonna hit them eventually if they're in the range. And then on top of that, it takes away their substitution where they can't get out of it, which I love. Also, with Shisui's DLC, his substitution comes with a speed buff. So whenever you sub, you get a speed buff and a buff your tracking as well, so you can be able to follow them whenever you do an attack, which I absolutely love, because sometimes tracking in this game is kind of bad. The Shuriken Jutsu is one of those jutsus where you got to do the input twice. So the Shuriken Jutsu allows you to throw the Shuriken into the ground, and when you throw it into the ground, it gives you a speed buff and tracking buff already. And I like the move a lot too, because A, it gives you that buff, and B, the secondary part of the jutsu comes in clutch crazy. So what happens is, if someone's comboing you and you call the Shuriken, the Demon Wind Shuriken back to you, it'll come up from the ground and come and attack the person. And what the Shuriken will do is it'll kind of surround your body for half a second, which will stop all enemies attacking you and put them in like a stunned animation, which allows you to combo them or escape if you want to. Another good part about the jutsu is, if you want to, you could also use it offensively. You could drop it on the ground. Sometimes they'll put them in an animation where they are stunned, which allows you to get a combo off rip. And whenever your combo's coming to an end, you can also use the Shuriken again, which will put them in that animation I mentioned before, which will allow you to keep comboing them. So basically, it's like your own personal combo reset. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I also thought was amazing about his character. You know. And finally, the ultimate allows your team to get unlimited substitutions for 15 seconds. Everyone on the team will get their own Sharingan, which is amazing, because if your teammates are getting caught in ultimate, the whole team is covered in Sharingan. So for example, someone tried doing the second Hokage's ultimate on my team, and then everybody vanished out of it because we were good. That was not going to hurt us because we had the Sharingan activated. So practically immortal, if you do say so. And then the second part of the ultimate, if you activate it again, it will allow you to block the enemy screen with his Kodo Matsukami. It will circle around the map and have a red cloud, so they can't see anything. It's like Zabuza's Demon Mist ultimate, but a little on steroids. And then it also reverses the controls on their characters, so they can't do anything. You know, so people often stand in place and not know what to do, and this would be great for for combat battles if your team has synced ultimates. Flag battle if you want them to stop moving where they are. I mean, I guess combat. I guess base battle, this will come in clutch too. And yeah, it comes in handy. It really puts everyone on hush mode. It stops them all. That's what I like about the ultimate. And before we get to the number one, I want to drop the code word for this video for you guys to get the Shisui DLC that I promised that I was going to give you guys. So this week, or this video's word to get the DLC is Kagami Uchiha. If you could type in Kagami Uchiha in the comment section, you will be able to get Shinobi, Shisui Uchiha, or if you already have the character, I'll allow you to choose any other character to take his place for the DLC character Naruto the Boruto Shinobi Striker. It doesn't matter if you have Xbox or PlayStation. That's your word, and go ahead. Alright. Number 1. Naruto Uzumaki. Alright. I understand you guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, of course Aaron's going to put Naruto here. Naruto's the main character of the game. No. There's a reason why I put Naruto up here. First, the Tail Beast Jutsu where he plops down the mini Rasengan, the mini Tail Beast Bomb. Amazing. The armor is crazy, so you go bust that baby out when you're about to be surrounded. If you bust it out in time, it does big damage if you put it with the right presets, and it also breaks guards like it's nobody's business. It doesn't matter if someone has beautiful guard. If you drop that baby bloop, everything's being broken, which I absolutely love. And I also like to mix it in with combos. It comes in handy when you're doing combat battle, when you're trying to get a scroll. It comes in handy whenever you're doing base battle, when people are trying to surround an area. It's really beautiful. It really is beautiful. The Rasengan Rampage can be added into combos. What I like about it the most is when you activate it, it'll do the little startup animation bloop, and it'll knock everybody up in the air, and then the Rasengan will go to the person that you're targeted to. It's very beautiful for combos, honestly, if you want to do that. If you bust a long combo and you want to finish it off with that Rasengan Rampage, you can. Sometimes it's not reliable, but it depends on how you use it. You know what I'm saying? You really got to have the appropriate amount of space before you use it, but it does come in handy. Something else about Naruto's DLC, it comes with the Rasengan Ninja tool. So like basically you can have any of your presets, attack, range, defense, or health, have the Rasengan ninja tool. So it'll shoot out a mini Rasengan. It allows up to 2 of them, and so you get to have that whenever it comes with the character. And finally, the ultimate, the Kurma Link ultimate, is the better version of the 8 Tails ultimate. You know what I'm saying? Killer Bee's ultimate. So the first input is a 2 input jutsu. Alright, the first input, the ultimate heals the entire team, reduces ninjutsu cooldown, and increases physical attack. Right? And then over time, I don't know what the time is specifically, you could you don't want to waste it. So if you do the second input, it'll summon a big Kurma head that will shoot out a Biju blast. And if you're close enough to somebody, just summoning the head alone will kill somebody. And then if someone else is behind that person, if it shoots off the Kurma beam, it will kill people. So you got to make sure you have the right preset that kind of goes with it. But the fact that it heals people, resets your it reduces ninjutsu cooldown and boosts your attack, and is practically a 2-hit 1-kill kind of thing. It's beautiful, honestly. I really do like it, and it comes back pretty fast. That is why I love Naruto, and Naruto will hold #1 spots on this DLC list when it comes to attack types. So yeah, that is my ranking. That's how I rank these DLC characters. If you guys have any opinions or anything, just let me know in the comment section, okay? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see me make some more content like this, just let me know. If you guys want me to make another one but for the range type, all I ask for you is to give me 70 likes on this video and I will do it. Alright, we're getting to 3,000 subscribers. I want y'all to know I love y'all, and I'm pretty sure we can hit 3K before January. We can give our best shot. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, peace out.